Spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. You got to check it out.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Sanford. The three is up. Here's Mast. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for one, James.
That free throw, good from James. The 11-footer. It's good. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Hoiberg. 9 points for him in his last game. He shoots it. The three. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
James, right side. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, early in this game, they've made one good play after another.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Harris outside. Collins right side. Shot clock at 6. And here's Washington. Harris outside with 1 on the clock. And Harris throws it down.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Hoiberg, pass to Mast. Here's Sanford. Offline with a 3. Gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Collins outside. James outside. Shakes him. And it's James with the jam.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
That one's good for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Hoiberg. Fires from deep. Washington grabs the miss. Got 6 of 8 shots to go. Shot's good by James. James has got 11.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
From the high post. Here's Hoiberg. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. The home team calls timeout.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they miss. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
Collins outside. Nicholson with the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And he converts the layup. 6 points for him.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Collins inside. Pass to Nicholson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Hoiberg. Off target from 3-point range. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. to the middle. Here's Nicholson. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's the Wizard. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And it's the Wizard in at the small forward position.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. And it's Collins in at the point guard position. Pass to Nicholson. Back to Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And it's Collins in at the point guard position. The Wizards' shot is off. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. He buries it from 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
To the wing, right side. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The shot from 20 feet out and all around the rim that time before dropping. 9 points in the game. Got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. The home team calls timeout.
And this squad bumped them out of the playoffs in the first round last year. That hurts a little bit.
A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Harris passes to Collins. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Collins has gotten 4 this quarter.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Hoiberg. Collins defending. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to the Wizard. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Hoiberg. Sinks the tray. Hoiberg's got 5.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Miles, the pass to the Wizard. Here's Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Mast. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
First personal foul, second team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team, James. Number 14.
1:46 left to play in the first half. Pass to James. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Hoiberg. To the paint. There's the triple. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
The Wizard passes to James. And slam dunk by James.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to the Wizard. Harris outside. Hits the front of the rim and out. Pretty even game going on here in D.C. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Here's the Wizard. No points so far. It's James on the wing. Pass to the Wizard. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 2. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. Alongside Ty Lue and Coach, what's the focal point for this team as you approach the second half?
Just playing hard, first of all, and then playing with pace offensively. I've been doing a good job of getting to the basket. And then defensively, there's going to be some time to work things out, but they've been pretty good.
Pace so critical to your team's success this year. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
If you can make threes with consistency, the floor opens up. They've been pulling apart that defense.
All right, guys, time to see what the fans are saying on social media. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many threes did you make in your NBA career?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. We've got Washington, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 16.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Pass to James. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They've got James, and it's the Wizard in at the power forward position. And he gets the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Uses the glass on the layup.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Collins passes to James. Can't hit from in close. Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Hoiberg. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mast. Checked by James. Shoots from 12. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for 2, Harris.
He hits the second from the line. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Launches it. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
Collins outside. James passes to Harris. And here's James. 6 to shoot. Pass to Collins. Here's the Wizard. Harris outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. Harris has gotten 4 this quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Collins right side. The layup off target. Gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Pass to Mast. Drains the triple. Mast has got 12 points.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
The home team calls timeout. A minute and a half left in the third. And there's James from the arc. Hits the trifecta. James has got 22. Gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Washington grabs the miss. Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to the Wizard. Now James. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
For your home team, Nicholson, Miles.
Shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. Here's Jacobson. On Sunday, then on Monday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
It's James on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. James has got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Here's the Wizard. The rebound by Nicholson. Gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's the Wizard, and that one is hammered home.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Jacobson. Drops in the layup for 2.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break.
Away team foul. Lawrence. First personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for your home team. Number 4. Number 3.
12 seconds left in the third quarter. Collins passes to Miles. Off target at the rim. Here's Jacobson. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Ooh, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them into the final quarter.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up 9. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're going to try to help and tag, you got to make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you got to like what Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Don't rush anything. Very solid advice.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's the Wizard in at the center position. Pass to the Wizard. Here's the Wizard. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. The shot by Miles, no good. Shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Here's the Wizard. No good on the 3.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Miles. And he banks in the layup.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Beyond the arc, the Wizards' shot is off. Here's Jacobson. There's the 3. Miles with a rebound. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Buries it down low. Here's the Wizard. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
The home team calls timeout. So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Collins inside. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Releases, and he the jumper. Now James.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Collins outside. Shot clock at 5. From downtown. From deep three-point land. Oh, it's off. Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Yes! Using that window.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Here's Jacobson. Check by James. Shoot from 12, and the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And count it.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Down goes the jumper.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The home team calls timeout. Double team on James. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. Count it! Here's Jacobson. Check by James. James rips down the board.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he ends up making the second. And that increases the lead to 6. The home team calls timeout. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
17-footer on the way. Connects!
And if you're wondering why the score is so high, look to the defense being played. Not good.
Not a lot of resistance, and trying to just outscore other teams, generally not the best recipe for long-term success.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Harris. The 3 is off. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. The 19-footer. Bucket!
Number 13.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And time now for our player of the game.